My sister Lily's wedding day was supposed to be the happiest day of her life. I was her maid of honor, trying my best to make everything perfect. But my mother had a different agenda. The moment she saw me in my dress, her face twisted. And she said, "You look used." The word hung in the air, a poison dart aimed right at my heart. She was referring to the fact that I was divorced. To her, I was tainted goods, a failure who shouldn't be standing next to her perfect, soon-to-be married daughter. I bit my lip, refusing to let her ruin this day for Lily. I just plastered on a smile and focused on fluffing Lily's train. As the ceremony began, I stood by Lily's side, watching her marry Mark. He seemed like a great guy, kind, attentive, and he clearly adored my sister. During the reception, my mother couldn't resist taking another jab. She stood up to give a toast, her voice dripping with false sweetness. "To my beautiful daughter Lily," she began, "who has always made me proud. She found a wonderful man, unlike some who couldn't keep a husband." All eyes turned to me. The shame was so intense I felt like the floor would swallow me whole. I wanted to disappear. I saw Mark whisper something to Lily, a concerned look on his face. Later, as I was trying to discreetly wipe away tears in a quiet corner, Mark approached me. I braced myself for more pity or judgment. "Hey, are you okay?" he asked, his voice gentle. I just nodded, unable to speak. "Listen," he said. "I heard what your mother said. Both times, it's not right. What she's doing is horrible, and you don't deserve it." I was stunned. I expected him to be on his new mother-in-law's side, or at least stay out of it. He continued, "Lily told me a little about what you've been through with her. It sounds like you've been carrying a lot for a long time." He then did something I never expected. During his groom speech, after thanking all the guests and his new parents-in-law, he turned his attention to me. "I also want to give a special thanks to the maid of honor, Sarah," he announced, his voice clear and strong. The room quieted down. "Sarah, you have been an incredible sister to Lily and an amazing friend. I've heard so much about your strength, your kindness, and your resilience. You are a wonderful, powerful woman, and anyone would be lucky to have you in their life. Lily and I are so grateful for you." He then looked directly at my mother, a firm, unyielding expression on his face. "And I want to make one thing perfectly clear," he said, his voice dropping slightly but losing none of its power. "In this new family we're building today, there is no room for tearing people down. We celebrate strength in all its forms. We support each other, especially those who have weathered storms. Sarah is not used. She is experienced, she is wise, and she is a survivor. She is a vital part of this family, and she will always be treated with the love and respect she deserves." You could have heard a pin drop. My mother's face went from smug satisfaction to pale shock. She looked like she'd been slapped. Tears were streaming down my face now, but they weren't tears of shame. They were tears of relief, of gratitude. For the first time in years, someone had stood up for me, and it was the last person I ever would have expected. My sister rushed over and hugged me tight, whispering, "I love you. He's a good one, isn't he?" The rest of the evening was a blur of happy moments. People came up to me, offering hugs and kind words. The cloud of my mother's judgment had been completely blown away by Mark's simple act of decency. He didn't just marry my sister that day. He stood up for our family's future, a future built on kindness, not cruelty. My mother stayed quiet for the rest of the night, sitting stiffly at her table. Her power over me was broken. That night, I didn't feel used or broken. I felt seen. I felt validated. Mark's words were more than just a speech. They were a shield. He showed me that true family isn't about blood or appearances. It is about who stands by you and lifts you up when others try to tear you down. The wedding wasn't just the start of Lily and Mark's new life together. It was the start of my new life too. One where I finally realized my worth had nothing to do with my marital status and everything to do with my strength. And for that, I'll forever be grateful to my new brother-in-law. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've ever felt judged or misunderstood, know that you're not alone, and your worth is inherent. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.